trying to be all over the place. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. You guys, I'm so excited to be here today. I'm learning so much inside of the Legacy Builder program. I'm learning how to create my content. I'm learning how to show up for you. I am coming on daily, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited because I'm learning all the different ways to promote myself on social media. So if you're somebody who is trying to figure out how to show up, if you're like me, I'm 51 years old. Like, social media is not my thing, although it's becoming my thing. I've been on social media for a long time, and I've been trying to learn how to monetize myself on social media, but learning the tips and tricks along the way, I've hit some snags. I'm not like a spring chicken, right? So I've been a social seller for many years. If you guys don't know me, my name is Terry Carey. I'm a mama of 5 beautiful girls, 4 beautiful granddaughters. My husband and I we're the CEO and founders of Kickstarter Superfood Coffee. We started that business last year because we do believe in the network marketing space. However, there's a shift. There's a shift that's happening in the industry. People are going more with affiliate marketing. And so we started our company with an affiliate marketing piece, because for some reason we just kind of felt that shift. We kind of felt like people were doing that. So I wanted to learn how to do digital marketing. Digital marketing, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like an umbrella term for anything that you're selling online. So if you have an Etsy store, if you do eBay, if you do Pinterest, if you do YouTube, if you do Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of those platforms, and you're actually selling things on those platforms, you are doing a form of digital marketing. So inside of the program that I'm promoting and that I'm learning from, I'm actually learning to do email marketing. I'm learning to build my list. I'm learning to figure out who my perfect customer is. I'm learning how to find unlimited content so that I can show up and I can be prepared and I don't feel like anything's going to hold me back. Inside of that program, we also have mindset training, and it's ongoing. It's interactive. There's going to be a webinar later today, as well as a social media training later today, and it's every week. It just keeps adding to it. So it's a one-time purchase for the program, but then they just keep adding to it. So I decided that I was going to take a few little tips and tricks that I'm learning along the way, and I'm going to explore them even further. And I'm going to give those to you as what we call value content, so that you will get to know what it is we're learning, and it might encourage you to take a deeper look, right? If you want to take a deeper look, I would love for you to jump in at my .com right here, where you can put your email in, and we'll get you more information at getdigitalwithterry.com. And then that way you can get more information inside of our proven blueprint. And when I say proven blueprint, you guys, there are 6-figure earners in there. There are people that are like over in South Africa, the value of their dollar, they're actually millionaires, and they're doing this in 6 months or less. So I'm not saying that everybody's going to do it. I mean, you may not make anything, but it's all up here, and it's all going to be a matter of what you do with the content and the information that you're given. I will tell you, the program works. Like, I've spent over $18,000 in the last 2 years on different courses, webinars, um, all kinds of things. And this program is incredibly like valuable. Like, I can't even. Good morning, Sunny. All right. I am excited you guys are here. Say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're coming in from. I am in Florida. It is only 7 a.m. and I'm already sweating. Like, that's what July in Florida is like. I love it. Born and raised, never been anywhere else. Like, I've been other places, but I've never lived anywhere else. And I think this will be my home forever. Like, I don't think I'll ever move. My kids are like, Mom, we should move to Tennessee. Mom, we should move here. I'm like, no, y'all go. I'll just come visit, right? I love Florida. Okay, so today's topic is going to be basically around YouTube, but what I've been doing this week, if you don't follow me, I would love to encourage you to give me a follow and like and share, because what I'm doing is I'm going to drop tips for you every single morning at 7 a.m. I'm going to be live on TikTok, live on YouTube, and I'm going to share with you exactly what it is that I'm learning. And I'm going to give you tips and tricks along the way. If you want to learn more, you can go to the website up in the comment, or down here if you're on YouTube, up here if you're on TikTok, and you can put in your email and you'll get notified when I'm going live. You'll get notified what the content is going to be about, and you can schedule it in on your calendar or you can watch the replays over on YouTube. But today's content is going to be about tips for YouTube. It's specific to YouTube. However, you can utilize the tips that I'm giving you over here on TikTok as well. You might have to adjust them just a little bit for the algorithm and for your community, but I promise you it's still going to be valuable to you. Like, you'll pick up something. So grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and take some notes, and we'll start right now. Okay, number one, these are going to be 5 tips. 5 tips on helping you with your strategy, your content strategy. Okay. Number one, you want to plan your content. Okay. I can tell you right now what I did to plan my content for the next 90 days. I actually went in and I used a prompt in ChatGPT and I asked it to help me come up with content that would be good for my perfect customer. So the first thing you got to do is actually figure out who your perfect customer is, and then you can plan around that. So my perfect customer is someone who's been in the network marketing industry, someone who's had a side hustle for many, many years, someone who has seen just maybe a little hint of success, but never hit the 6 figures or the big success that they really wanted to hit, and has gone broke trying to do it, has gone broke, literally throwing spaghetti against the wall, trying to figure out like how to really earn that income, trying to like pop the bubble of success. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, that's my perfect customer, because that's who I am. I have been working my tail off trying to figure out what are these other people that are earning these 6 and 7 figures? What are they doing? Like, teach me all your ways, teach me all your secrets. I'm willing to show up. I'm willing to be out there. I'm willing to put myself out there, right? What are they doing? So that's my perfect customer. So when I went into ChatGPT and I tried to figure out what it is that I needed to do my content around, I literally put in there, please help me as a new YouTube content strategy person, right? To come up with content that I can help someone to figure out how to work digital marketing, how to show up, how to monetize their social medias, how to figure out what the things are that they needed to do in order to have the success that they were looking for. So then I planned my content around that using ChatGPT. And of course, I tweaked it because I didn't want it to be from a computer. I wanted it to be for me. I just needed something to give me the inspiration. I needed something to just give me the spark, ignite the spark so that I could blow on the flames and make it bigger, right? So I use ChatGPT, use a content calendar. I like to use Trello. You can use Google Calendar. You can use any of those things, and you schedule it out. You literally, working on a schedule is going to help people know where you're going to be, when you're going to be there, and it makes you commit to that, because we all have some mindset stuff that sometimes will get in our heads. And if you're committed to it, I chose to do 7 a.m. And the reason why is because I know that if I did 10 a.m., 2 a.m., 5 p.m., 8 p.m., by those times of the day, when you have 5 daughters, 4 granddaughters, a spouse, and you're running 3 businesses, you are going to have questions coming at you that are going to peck away at your energy. And by those times, I would have already been drained. And I want to be completely full of energy and completely full of my happy place when I show up for you. Okay, so I have it scheduled out. 7 a.m. works for me. May not work for you. You might be a night owl and you might be able to show up online at like 9 or 10 p.m. and that's going to be your audience. My audience is people who are over here scrolling, or they don't mind watching the replay on YouTube. Okay. Batch filming, planning your content. When you plan ahead, it's a lot easier to batch, because if you have those mindset things that are going on in your head where you have those lulls, those highs and those lulls, batch content when you're in a high moment, because those lulls can literally drain you to where you don't feel like showing up. But you have to be consistent. So when you plan your content out, it's a lot easier to be consistent. It's a lot easier to show up, and you will have more success when you have consistency. Okay. Make sure you're researching trending topics. So if you're on TikTok, I suggest using Creator Search Insights. If you're on YouTube or you're on another platform, you can literally use like Google Trends. Like, there's all different ways that you can go in and you can figure out what are the trends that are going to keep you relevant to the content and relevant to the niche that you're in and relevant to your perfect customer. What is your perfect customer craving? How can you show up for them? And how can you provide that? How can you provide value, and how can you help them? Hey, Roz, how can you help them if you have the content planned out, if you are looking for what it is, if you know specifically what they're looking for, you can help them and you can give them that value. Okay. Set your goals. Make sure each goal is set for each video. Like how many tips? I'm giving you 5 tips. That's my goal. My goal is to give you 5 tips. Inside of those 5 tips, I'm going to break down what you can do. All right. So this one's plan your content, set your goals. Content pillars. If you guys don't know what pillars are, so my 3 pillars that I use are engage, entertain, and educate. Those are my pillars. So I always plan my content around engaging with people. So getting them to answer me back. So I always use like a call to action, which is like, hey, drop this in the comments, or hey, tell me when you're ready and if you want more information. That way I'm not chasing them down, they're coming to me. All right, that's engaging, asking a question and getting them to engage back. I saw a girl on TikTok the other day that was like, when you get to the end of this video, tell me what your favorite food is. That was her way of figuring out who her favorite, or who was actually following her all the way to the end. I wrote a really long post on Facebook the other day, and at the end I said, tell me your middle name. If you're following me this far, tell me your middle name. There were a lot of people that told me their middle name. I was like, wow, all these people have read all of the entire post all the way down. Like, I'm super excited about that. That tells me that my content was actually being read. Like, sometimes your content's being watched and read and you just don't know it, right? And if they're not commenting, you start to feel like, is it worth it? Am I really showing up? Are people really valuing it? Well, if you ask them to engage with you and they do, then that tells you something, right? All right, so my content pillars are engage, educate, and entertain. I love to entertain you guys. I love the TikTok like trending audios where you can like mouth them, and not everybody's like that. Not everybody wants to dance, but do whatever it is that makes you stop your scroll. If you're the person that stops your scroll because someone is using those kind of videos, then do those videos, because those are what makes your perfect customer stop their scroll. You are basically your perfect customer, right? All right. So number 2, optimize for SEO. What is SEO? Y'all, I'm 51 years old. I'm still learning. I do know what SEO is, but I know there are other 51-year-olds out there that do not know what SEO is. So I'm just going to break it down a little bit. Search engine optimization. What does that mean? That means when someone types in a search bar, right? That's a search engine. So in order to optimize your content so that you show up when someone types in a search bar, you need to use keywords. You need to use things inside your description, inside your title, inside your hashtags, things like that. You want to use thumbnails. You want to use things that are going to, like on TikTok specifically, if you are using any kind of captions, you want to make sure the captions have the words inside of them that are going to show up on someone's search. So if I'm doing digital marketing, I want to make sure I'm using the words digital marketing. If I'm talking to a stay-at-home mom, I want to make sure I'm using words like, if you're a stay-at-home mom, right? If you're talking to someone who's on the road to 10K, you want to make sure that you're saying things like, hey girl, if you're on the road to 10K, listen to what I have to say, because then it's going to show up under road to 10K. When I say that, just be mindful that some of those broader topics you might get lost in, because there's a lot of people out there using the exact same search words, right? Okay. Engaging titles, keywords, detailed descriptions, tags, categories, those things. So I already described to you. That's what search engine optimization is. Okay, number 3, making sure that you're using high quality videos. You guys, you don't have to blow the budget and break the bank to have high quality videos. You don't have to have the most expensive software. You don't have to have the most expensive cameras. You don't even have to have the most expensive lighting. You literally can use the phone that's right in your hand. Okay, most people that I know have iPhones. There are a lot of people that probably have Samsungs or whatever. I don't really know that much about them, but I can tell you right now, over the years, I've noticed how crazy good the picture is inside of your phone. Like, it's amazing, right? So you can literally use your phone and then use outdoor lighting. Like, just make sure it's high quality, make sure it's bright, make sure you can be seen, make sure you're centered inside of the video, make sure you're speaking to the camera. I'm really guilty of speaking to myself instead of speaking to the camera. This is how it's going to look. If I'm speaking to myself, I'm looking down. If I'm speaking to the camera, I'm looking at you. And it takes some training, like this. If I'm looking at myself, which you'll see me doing all the time, and then you'll see me look up, because like in my mind, I'm like, oh, don't forget, look at the camera, right? These are creating high quality high quality visuals, high quality images, high quality videos, and doing that, you'll get better. You will get better over time. Do not beat yourself up. In the beginning, just show up. Who cares how high quality it is? Just show up and do the do, and you will get better over time. These are just tips to help you get there, right? Make sure you have good lighting. That is really key. Nobody wants to see a video where you're all blurry and it's in the dark. People will not stop their scroll if that's the case. All right. The next thing is you can use things like certain editing software inside TikTok. There's beautiful editing software. You can use CapCut. There's things like that that you can use. You guys, they have free versions of everything, free versions of almost everything. TikTok, they're editing inside of TikTok. Like if I were you and you're trying to create short form videos, you can use, I like Instagram's editing software and I like TikTok's editing software. I'm not crazy about Facebook's, if I'm going to be honest with you. I would rather go over to TikTok, record my stuff, and then repurpose it over to Facebook. Maybe do a download and save it to my camera roll before I actually add captions, and then go ahead and repurpose it over onto Facebook. All right. Make sure that your message stays clear. Make sure that you are showing up and you're like, your people know what you stand for. People know who you are. They're going to do business with people they know, like, and trust. So you want to make sure that you're showing up and you're clear in your content and your content is engaging. Okay. Number 4, engage with your viewers. I say this in every single content video, like any type of content tips that I'm giving you. I tell you this every time. Give just as much as you get. If people are taking time out of their precious day and they are commenting on your content, you need to go back and respond. You need to go back and reply. You guys, I am so guilty of not doing it as much as I really should because I get busy, and I get it, but you got to try. Just try. They don't understand that people take it personal. Like they're like, it's almost like, well, if you call someone over and over and over and they keep throwing you to voicemail, you're going to stop calling. So if someone is commenting on your videos and commenting on your content, and you never respond, they're going to stop commenting because they're going to say, they don't even see my comment, so why should I bother? Okay. So you want to make sure that you are responding to comments. You're encouraging people to like, share, and subscribe to your videos. You guys, I'm going to tell you right now, it's super funny because my granddaughter, every time she's watching YouTube, like she does the YouTube Kids, she's always like, or she'll be talking to me and she'll go, be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm like, that's so cute because you can tell she's watching content where they're giving her that call to action and they're getting her to engage with them. You can do Q&As. That's a good way to engage with people. If you are sharing something and you want to share that content with someone and you want them to respond to you, do a Q&A. People want to be heard. They want to be heard. They want to know exactly what it is that you're sharing. These are all tips that I'm learning inside of this digital growth community, you guys. I'm learning all of these things inside of that. If you want to learn more, you can go to getdigitalwithterry.com. And the cool thing is when you're learning, you can be earning at the same time. That's what I'm learning to do. So do that, and I promise you will not be going wrong. You will not be going wrong. Okay. Make sure you're doing shout outs. That's another way to engage. Promote your videos. We already talked about saying like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, share, doing a call to action, using hashtags that will help get your video put out there more, making sure that you are using good quality terms inside of your captions, inside of your title, inside of your descriptions, so that you're getting thrown out there to SEO. Those are free ways to promote your video. You can promote your videos with collaborations. You can do it with another person, or you can ask someone to come on your live as a guest, and that way you're exposed to their community, they're exposed to your community. It's collaborating with each other. You can also do email newsletters and blog posts. You guys, we're going to talk about Pinterest tomorrow, because I know Pinterest doesn't necessarily have to be just about blogging, but a lot of people go to Pinterest that like to read blogs, right? There's a lot of graphics. You can do videos, graphics, all that. They go over there. They look at the blogs. You can literally put your video topics inside of a blog and then put clickable links, and that's going to help push your videos out further. And Organize your videos. If you're on YouTube, make sure you're organizing them into playlists. I keep all of my digital marketing stuff in one specific playlist where you're how to monetize your social media online. And that's going to help people learn. And then they can go through the titles, they can go through the video thumbnails, and they can see which videos it is that relate to them. Which ones do they want to learn, right? Or learn from or watch? Which ones do they want to take their time and engage in? Okay. And hopefully I'm offering value, because that's my whole key is I want to give back. I want to give back. If you guys win, I win, because then it feels like I actually have a purpose in this world. I know I have a purpose. I have a family, I have kids. They are my everything. But my calling is to help you grow so that you can have some success. And I love seeing wins inside of our community. I see wins all the time. Like, that's one of the first things I do in the morning is I go check out the community wins, because it really empowers me and inspires me to show up more, because I'm like, I want to help someone hit that goal. I want to help someone have 100, 300, 600, and $900 days every single day, right? Like, how awesome would that be? You guys, if you are following me at all on TikTok, you're going to see me talk about my story where I have been through the ringer when it comes to different types of marketing as an entrepreneur. It is so expensive to have your own business. There are so many expenses. And right now, our income is not going up. People are hoarding their money because they're out of fear. We're in an election year. Anytime it's an election year, I can tell you through history, anytime it's an election year, people save money. They don't spend it because they are uncertain of what's going to happen. It doesn't matter like what political views you have. People hold on to their money because they're just kind of like, okay, we don't really know who's going to be voted into office. And whether you're on this side or that side, it doesn't really matter. If you're on this side, you hold on to your money for fear this side might have control. If you're on this side, you hold your money for fear this side might have control. So people just hold on until they know what's happening. So with inflation and with the way the actual history of things happen, the money is not being spent. And I can tell you, over many years, I bought my salon back in 1998. I'm a second generation stylist. My mom has owned a salon my entire life. When I was born, she owned a salon. And I can tell you, she told me my whole life, election year, it's an election year. People aren't spending money. We're going to have to cut back. We're going to have to eat, rice and beans. Like, we need to not spend a lot of money. It's an election year. So I can tell you every 4 years we go through this lull, and then it's even more intensified with inflation. So having a business, it's very expensive. But if you can dive into something like digital marketing, it's not as expensive. Like, there's literally no expense. You can make all this money by repurposing digital content over and over and over. You put it out one time and it just repurposes itself. So by doing that, there's literally no expense. You don't have any overhead. You don't have any rent. You might, if you like, say you host, okay, I'm going to give you an example. See this cup? This was our November cup, No Shave November for our Kickstarter Superfood Coffee. All of these graphics were free. We created this cup. We did a template. We created it with graphics that we found on Canva. Okay. I can upload this exact graphic to my Etsy shop as a template where people can actually buy the digital download. And I can upload it one time. The listing is 20 cents. Okay. I can say I have 100, quantity of 100, right? It's really unlimited because it's digital, but it's going to cost me 20 cents every time it uploads. So I can list it 100 times for 20 cents. That's my rent. That's me paying rent. It's very, very minimal to do a digital download, but I can sell the same exact template, say for $4.99, which is like basically $5 every time somebody makes a purchase. But so I can sell it 100 times for $5 a time. That's $500, and my rent is only 20 cents. Y'all, that's crazy to me. And you get processing fees, little things like that. But that's only if you make a sale. Like, there's no overhead involved there. Canva, you can use the free version of Canva, and then you go in and you upload the PDF, the PNG, and the SVG if somebody wants to use their Cricut. And these are all things that I learned watching YouTube. Like these are all things I'm like self-taught, right? So I'm just telling you, there's so many different ways you can learn digital marketing and you can do digital marketing. Like all of these cups back here are either templates I purchased or I created. Okay. And I can turn around and I can resell the ones that I created. Or if I'm purchasing ones from other people, they are designs that they've created that they're reselling. And if you're not artistic, you can actually go on websites like Creative Fabrica and um, I know I'm getting off on a different subject, but I just get really excited about digital marketing. But you can go on Creative Fabrica and for like, I think it's like $4.99 a month, you can have a subscription. And that gives you access to all of their designs, which most of them give you rights to resell. You can go on Etsy and resell so many designs. You can tweak them you can download them on Canva, tweak them to make them unique so that you're not just duplicating 100 different designs of the same design with other people, right? And you can upload them and then you can market them. If you want to do promotions, like that's going to cost you like in advertising if you want to promote it, or you can market them on your social media platforms. If you really want to dive in and kind of do it for free, you can show up on your social media platforms. You can do mock-ups. Canva has mock-ups where you can like pull up a mock-up. If you don't know what a mock-up is, it's basically like a blank tumbler that you put your picture on and it kind of looks like it's on the picture on the mock-up. And then it kind of, you can do it that way where it shows as if it's already on a cup or a tumbler. You guys, there's so many different ways to do digital marketing. It's crazy. When I say it's an umbrella term, it's an umbrella term. Like you can do printables, you can do tutorials, video tutorials. I promise you that if you're a human being walking the face of the earth, you have learned a skill that someone else wants to know. I promise you. You may not think, like I hear so many people go, yeah, but I don't have any special skills, or I don't really know anything, or I don't really, I wouldn't really know what to talk about. Well, what are you passionate about? What's a hobby that you have that you mastered? What's something that you've overcome in life, right? I'm a mom of 5. I took on 2 girls in their teenage years when my oldest daughter was 7. I can tell you right now, it took a lot of mindset work. So guess what I did? I got a life coach and I mastered how to create a perfect mindset so I could show up. Does that mean my mindset is perfect every single day? No. It means I know what I need to do to get my mindset where it's perfect every single day. It means that I know what I have to do to make myself feel good enough so that I can show up every single day. And I can turn around and share that with other people because I want to encourage people. I want to tell you that you can overcome just about anything. 3 months ago, I was fighting my own self because I was afraid to show up and tell people how broke I was because I needed people to feel like there was a successful coffee company that I was building. My coffee company is successful because it's debt free, but it's debt free because I'm not. Okay. My coffee company is completely debt free, but I am not. I'm not debt free. I'm broke as a freaking joke. I had to do something. I dove into the digital marketing space because I saw my friend Heather posting on social media saying how she was making like $10,000, $20,000, right? I just made another this and I'm over 9,000. I just made another this. Now I'm over 11,000. I just made another this and now I'm at 14,000. And I finally just was like, you know what? Good Lord, if she can do it, why can't I do it? I have the knowledge. I have the know-how. I have the stamina. Like I can make this happen. I just don't know how. I've tried for 20 years to figure out how to crack the freaking code, y'all. I finally asked, tell me what it is you're doing. And within the first 2 months, 2.5 months, I've been in it almost 3 months was the day that my site went live. I have made 11,000. Now, are there people in 3 months making more than that? Absolutely. But you know what? Everybody has their own struggles and everybody has their own journey. Are there people that have been in it 3 months that haven't made anything? Yeah. I was just watching a replay of a video from one of the mentors in the community this morning who it took him 3.5 months to make his very first sale. And he's now knocking on making $200,000, and he's been in for, the program's not even been around for 2 years yet. So if you can make $200,000 in 2 years reselling a product that is digitally done, like, why would you not want to try, right? And why wouldn't you want to learn and earn at the same time? I'm learning so much. All of the stuff that I'm teaching you and I'm training and I'm helping you to develop a business with are things that I'm learning inside of this community. Some of it are things that I've already learned. I just never really applied. But what's exciting is the things that I've learned that I've spent $18,000 on over the last 2 years. I'm learning again inside of the community, and it's reigniting my passion for it. It's reigniting it because I know that I'm capable of doing it and I'm able to share it with other people. Okay. So I just want to encourage you, if you are someone who is desperately looking for a way out, you want to learn and earn at the same time, you want to know, what is this digital marketing thing that everybody's talking about? What is digital marketing? It's an umbrella term. There are so many different things about it. Like, it's not easy to describe. People say, how can I describe to you what my business is? That's the only way I can tell you. If you're using your phone, computer, any type of internet, Wi-Fi, and you're posting on any type of platform that is on social media, Google, y'all, if you're doing Google ads, that's digital marketing. There's a module inside of our program that will teach you how to do free ads where it costs nothing. And if you're somebody who's afraid of showing up, maybe you need to build up your mindset, build yourself up to the point where you're like, hey, I could never go live like you are. That's okay. There are people that are doing faceless brands. Now, will I tell you that I would like to encourage you to show up and be live, because you're going to impact a lot more people if you're being bold and brave enough to show up? Yes, I want to encourage that. But does it mean you have to do it? No, especially in the beginning. It takes courage. It takes mindset work. Work on yourself while you're learning. Work on your own mindset while you're learning. Okay? So I just want to encourage you that you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. It's incredible and it's exciting. So the 5 tips to help you with your content creation, specific to YouTube or not, like, right? You can utilize all of these tips. Planning ahead, using ChatGPT, using your Google Calendar, and using Trello. Trello is one of my favorite things to look at. If you guys want to know more about Trello, you can go to my whatthetrello.com and you can literally look at the templates that I have for sale over there. Another digital marketing, Trello. I have templates. Like, I created them one time and I share them with you. And if you purchase them, guess what? It's a sale in my pocket for something that I only had to make one time. But people find value in those templates because they don't have to go back in and recreate the wheel. Somebody's already done it for them. All right. So Trello, I love it. Yes, Sunny says I'm loving Trello too. It is like, I don't know. People used to say, you're the Trello queen. And I'm like, no, not really, but maybe. I love it. I'm not the queen. There's people out there that know way more than me, but I will share with you what I know. All right, batch recording, planning your content, optimizing your SEO. SEO, again, for those of you who don't know, it's search engine optimization. Anytime somebody types something in a search bar, they are looking for something. There's an engine that goes behind it that optimizes those terms and then puts it out to the universe, or the web wizards, and it says, where can I find this? Like, right, they're searching for it. Where can I find it? And you optimize your content by using certain keywords and certain terms. And then how do you do that? Use engaging titles, use detailed descriptions, that whatever you think people are going to be looking for. My title today is 5 tips to engage your audience and build your brand, right? YouTube content creation. If someone's looking for, how can I create content on YouTube? My video might pop up, right? Because I use that in the description and I use it in the title. All right. High quality videos. We talked about how you want to have a clear picture. You want to be centered. You want to have good lighting. You can use your phone. Phones have amazing cameras. You can use outdoor lighting, right? There's so many things you can do that are on a budget. Or you can do like I did, and you can go over to TikTok Shop and you can look up search engine optimization. You can search something like Alex Earl light, right? There's Alex, I don't even know. I found this for really inexpensive in somebody's TikTok shop. Okay. You guys, this was so cool. And I don't have it. I actually just got invited to do TikTok Shop, but I haven't opened it yet. But look, you put your phone in here. This is like, I think this was like 15 bucks, right? Put your phone inside there. It's got a tripod. I'm going to fail miserably at showing you this, but yeah. So it's got a tripod that you open up like this. If you don't open it up, you can use it as a selfie stick. But for $15, this is a piece of equipment. Oh, it's also got like a little remote so you can start it like from a distance, right? For 15 bucks, you have like a little piece of equipment that can help make your videos just a little bit better. So you get people to stop their scroll. That's the whole point. You want people to stop their scroll. So creating high quality video, using good editing. TikTok has amazing editing inside of the TikTok platform. So does Instagram. Those are my two favorites. CapCut has a free version. You can do CapCut. That's amazing too. There are other things like InShot, stuff like that. There's so many apps out there. It's not even funny. Just find what works the best for you. Find something that speaks to you. Find something that you can actually feel like you can master. All right. And if you guys can't master a certain editing software, I promise you, run over to YouTube and type in the search that exact software and it will show up. Y'all, I did a search yesterday. My granddaughter wanted to watch, she was over here yesterday and I was trying to do my live and she wanted to watch SpongeBob. And I was like, listen, I have ADHD. Like, I cannot have you listening to SpongeBob and me be focused on what I'm doing. So what I need you to do is wear some headphones. So I had to figure out how to Bluetooth my headphones to the computer. And in order to do that, I don't have the instruction manual. I'm really bad about holding on to the instruction manual. So I typed in the search bar. I'm like, these are the headphones that I have. Tell me how to connect it to my computer. And it did. It walked me through the whole process, all on YouTube, because somebody out there took the time to make a video because they knew somebody out there was going to be looking for it. And because they added value, sometimes they'll get subscribers. Okay. When somebody adds value to your life, thank you for the rose. Thank you. That's so sweet. Okay. Somebody's adding value to your life. You want to make sure that you're following them. Give them a thank you by saying, hey, I'm going to follow you because you really helped me. Because that helps them. It pushes them out to other people. All right. It's give and get. Okay. Planning your content, optimizing SEO, creating high quality videos, and then engaging with your viewers. I just said thank you for the rose. That was engaging with my viewer. Asking you guys to follow. That's engaging with my viewers, but giving just as much as I'm getting, making sure that I'm commenting. If anybody goes to my, like after I hop off of this live, I'm going to go over to my other videos and I'm going to look and see if anybody's made any comments because I invited people to a webinar that's happening later today. And I want to give them the information for the webinar and I don't want them to miss it. So I'm going to go over to the comments and I'm going to look and see if anybody dropped the word webinar in some of my videos. And if they did, I'm going to make sure they get the invite to it. That's engaging. Like they're engaging with me. I'm going to respond back and I'm going to say thank you for doing that. Because you do not want to have people show up on your lives or on your content and you don't answer the call, right? It's just, I said it earlier. If someone calls you on the phone and you keep pushing it to voicemail and you don't answer and you don't respond, they're going to stop calling. All right. Okay. And then promoting your videos. So that's simple. It's literally like just cross promoting on other platforms. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to do ads. You guys, we are going to be having a training on how to do ads inside of our community. But right now, she's really focused on helping people to promote themselves for free because most of us are in there trying to earn money so that we can pay off debt, we can pay off bills, and people want to learn how to make money online because they're broke as a joke right now. Inflation is real. People don't spend money in an election year. It's crazy, right? So a lot of people are wanting to do this in a free way. So there's things over there where you can do free ads, you can cross promote your videos, you can share links, you can, all of that. So those are just the tips that I have for you today. Now I need to go to work at my salon. I need to go do some hair and make people feel beautiful on the outside as much as on the inside. And so I'm actually going to hop off of here. But I want to tell you, thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully my content is giving you value. Hopefully I'm getting better and better every day because of the growth that I'm having inside of the community and because I'm doing all the trainings and I'm doing all the work and I'm learning all the things and I'm sharing them with you. because I want you to have just as much success as that I'm having and that I'm seeing other people have, because it can happen. All you got to do is be coachable. You have to follow the process and do what it is. Be consistent. Be consistent, follow the process, and be coachable. I promise you can have success. All right, you guys. So I'm hopping off here. I just want to say thank you one more time. Thank you to Sunny for loving all my videos. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for all the things. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we're going to talk about Pinterest. All right. Have a good one. Bye.